Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into a powerful and emotional moment in South African politics, one that's got the entire nation talking. President Cyril Ramaphosa has broken his usual diplomatic tone to deliver one of his most direct public rebukes to date. His target? The Eastern Cape's provincial and local leadership, whom he slammed for their consistent failure to deliver basic services to the people. Speaking during a public engagement in Lusikisiki earlier this week, Ramaphosa didn't sugarcoat his words. He called the state of infrastructure in the province unacceptable and said it was painful to witness how, even after 3 decades of democracy, people in some areas are still fighting for the most basic human rights, clean water, working clinics, and decent schools. This wasn't just another political statement. This was a moment of raw frustration from the president. And it struck a chord, not just with those in the crowd, but across the country. Ramaphosa said, and we quote, "We cannot continue like this. When I come here and see broken roads, clinics without medicine, schools without proper sanitation, it hurts. Our people deserve better. They trusted us to change their lives." His comments were clearly aimed at ANC-run provincial and municipal officials in the Eastern Cape. He accused them of negligence, poor governance, and failing to be accountable. Now, this isn't a new problem. The Eastern Cape has long been one of South Africa's most troubled provinces, known for corruption scandals, failed infrastructure projects, and chronic administrative dysfunction. But what makes this moment different is Ramaphosa's tone, direct, emotional, and unapologetic. Observers say this could be a turning point. While Ramaphosa has previously acknowledged challenges in the Eastern Cape, this is the first time he's publicly taken such a hard stance, and done so in front of the very people who are living with the consequences of government failure. What's driving this new tone? Some analysts believe it's not just about service delivery, it's also about political survival. The ANC is under immense pressure ahead of next year's local elections. Support for the party is slipping, especially in provinces like the Eastern Cape, where the gap between promises and reality has become impossible to ignore. Ramaphosa's public outburst may be part of a broader strategy to reconnect with disillusioned voters, show leadership, and put distance between his presidency and the provincial failures tied to his own party. But the stakes go even deeper. Ramaphosa said this is not about politics, it's about dignity. Leaders must lead with purpose, not perks, he said. And that line says a lot. It's a jab at those within the ANC who seem more focused on personal gain than public service. It's a reminder that leadership is about people, not just power. Local residents at the event in Lusikisiki welcomed Ramaphosa's strong words. But they were also quick to point out that words aren't enough. One local teacher, Thandayo Mnguni, summed it up, "We've heard promises before. We want to see action now." And that's where the real challenge lies. Can this moment of truth translate into actual change on the ground? Can a presidential tongue-lashing lead to clean water, functional hospitals, and safe schools? Or will this become just another speech that fades away with time? To address these concerns, Ramaphosa announced that a special task team will be formed to assess and address critical service delivery issues across the Eastern Cape. He pledged to hold officials accountable and to ensure that real improvements are made. "We will not rest until our people see real change," he said. But skepticism remains high. The people of the Eastern Cape, and indeed the rest of the country, have heard these kinds of promises before. In many cases, task teams are formed, reports are written, press conferences are held, and then nothing changes. The frustration runs deep. Many South Africans feel like they've been waiting too long, suffering too much, and sacrificing hope without seeing results. There's also the broader context to consider. The Eastern Cape isn't alone. Across South Africa, communities are grappling with similar challenges: collapsing infrastructure, failing healthcare systems, unsafe schools, and widespread unemployment. Ramaphosa's remarks could just as easily apply to dozens of other municipalities, especially those also under ANC control. And this brings us to the real heart of the issue: trust. Public trust in government institutions is at an all-time low. Corruption scandals, load shedding, service delivery protests, and political infighting have all contributed to a growing sense that the government has lost touch with the people it serves. If Ramaphosa is serious about restoring that trust, it's going to take more than just speeches. It's going to take visible, measurable, and sustained action, especially in the Eastern Cape, where the cracks in the system are no longer metaphorical. This moment in Lusikisiki could be remembered as a turning point. But only if it's followed by genuine change. The people are watching. The media is watching. And political opponents, from the EFF to the DA to the rising MK party, are watching too. Any failure to deliver could be weaponized in next year's elections. And in a tight race, the Eastern Cape could make all the difference. So, what happens next? Will provincial leaders rise to the challenge? Will Ramaphosa follow through with his promises? Or will this become just another chapter in South Africa's long story of broken infrastructure and broken promises? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Ramaphosa will deliver real change in the Eastern Cape? Or is this just political theatre ahead of the elections? If you found this video informative, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Your support helps us bring you the latest news and political commentary from across South Africa. Thanks for watching. See you next time.